Yo, what's up everybody, Casey Neistat here, and let's talk about Garmin, specifically that crazy outage they had recently. I'm talking about the kind of outage that makes you question your life choices like, maybe I should have gone with a sundial instead. Imagine this, you're all set for a run, bike ride, or maybe even a flight, and your trusty Garmin device is dead in the water. No maps, no tracking, no nothing. That's what happened to millions of Garmin users, and let me tell you, people were freaking out. The internet exploded with complaints, memes, and that special brand of panic that only comes from losing your digital lifeline. It was like the world went back in time to the days before GPS, and nobody knew what to do. So, how did we get here? Let's rewind the clock and break it down. It all started on date of outage start, when reports of Garmin services going offline began to surface. At first it seemed like a minor glitch, the kind of thing that gets fixed with a quick refresh, but as the hours ticked by, it became clear that this was no ordinary outage. Garmin's website was down, their app was useless, and their customer support was nowhere to be found. The company was radio silent, leaving users in the dark and fueling even more speculation. Was it a cyber attack, a server meltdown, aliens? Nobody knew for sure, and the lack of information only made things worse. The outage dragged on for duration of outage, turning what should have been a minor inconvenience into a major headache for Garmin and its users. Now, I'm no stranger to tech problems, but this Garmin outage hit different. For many people, Garmin devices aren't just gadgets, they're essential tools for work, fitness, and even safety. Pilots rely on them for navigation, athletes use them to track their performance, and everyday people depend on them to find their way around. So, when those devices went dark, it wasn't just an inconvenience, it was a major disruption. Pilots were grounded, runners were lost, and everyone was left wondering when or if things would ever go back to normal. The frustration was palpable, and rightfully so. People had every right to be upset, especially when they couldn't get any answers from Garmin. It was a masterclass in how not to handle a crisis, and it left a lot of users feeling abandoned and ignored. Section 4, Garmin's fix back online, but at what cost? After what felt like an eternity, Garmin finally managed to get their systems back online. The company issued a statement blaming the outage on a specific reason, but the damage was already done. While most users were relieved to have their devices working again, the outage left a bitter taste in their mouths. Many questioned Garmin's security measures, communication practices, and overall reliability. The incident served as a wake-up call, highlighting the potential consequences of relying too heavily on a single company for essential services. In the aftermath of the outage, Garmin promised to improve its infrastructure, communication, and customer support. Only time will tell if these changes will be enough to regain the trust of its users. One thing's for sure though, the company has a lot of work to do to repair its reputation. Section 5. Lessons learned, don't fly too close to the sun. The recent Garmin outage is a stark reminder that even the most sophisticated technology is vulnerable to failure. It's a wake-up call for all of us, urging us to rethink our dependence on technology and prepare for the possibility of disruptions. So, what can we learn from this whole debacle? For starters, we need to diversify our tech. Relying on a single company for all our needs is like putting all our eggs in one basket. It's time to explore alternative options and have backup plans in place. We also need to be more proactive about data backup. The Garmin outage highlighted the importance of having our data stored in multiple locations, so we don't lose everything when one system goes down. Cloud storage, external hard drives, even good old-fashioned pen and paper can make a world of difference. Section 6. Remember 2020? Garmin's got a pattern. This isn't Garmin's first rodeo when it comes to major outages. Back in 2020, the company was hit by a ransomware attack that crippled its systems for days. The attack, which targeted Garmin's internal network and encrypted sensitive data, caused widespread disruptions to its services, leaving users without access to their devices and data. While the 2020 attack and the recent outage were different in nature, they both exposed vulnerabilities in Garmin's infrastructure and highlighted the company's struggles with cybersecurity and data protection. These incidents raise concerns about Garmin's ability to safeguard user data and maintain the reliability of its services. The recurring nature of these outages is a red flag for users, signaling a potential pattern of systemic issues within Garmin. It's crucial for the company to address these underlying problems and take proactive measures to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Section 7. Stay safe out there and back up your data. Look, I get it, technology is amazing, but it's not infallible. The recent Garmin outage is a reminder that we need to be prepared for the unexpected. Back up your data, explore alternative options, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. And hey, maybe next time you're out for a run, consider going old school. Dust off that compass, grab a map, and enjoy the freedom of navigating the world without relying on technology. You might be surprised at what you discover. Stay safe out there and keep those devices charged. Peace.